be trying for here. The third map is going to be Echo. Fantastic map for to end things off here. Another good, fairly decent Protoss map.
Yeah, but at the same time, I don't think the most Protoss favorite map in the pool. I like it being number 3 here out of the 3 maps we've got so far. And this last game here is going to be so crucial for both of these players. They do not want to go down to the losers match in this stacked of a group.
No way. It's going to be ridiculous. Every game in this group is ridiculous.
Yeah. Well, guys, we're going to jump into game number 3 right now on Echo.
Push it.
Down here in the bottom right in the red, our Protoss player winning that last game. It is Stats.
The Wally toss.
Wally.
In the top left, we got the player losing last game, ByuL.
Fish cake ByuL.
The fish cake, Zerg. Yeah, last game was a bit of a surprise, you know. I thought ByuL was in a pretty decent place. You never really want to fight gateways like that, like 4 gates with Lings, because of the sole reason that Protoss is making probes behind us and you're investing completely in Zerglings. And we did see a pretty big disparity between the worker counts at the end of that pressure.
Yeah,
and it gave such a powerful 2-base follow-up. And even then, ByuL made the right choice in units and upgrades, but it kind of just the defense itself was just a little off because he's on borrowing for no good reason. I mean, I can understand, like, maybe he was worried about an observer, or maybe he was worried that the Protoss would just sit on top of what army he has there and just destroy it whenever they do unborrow.
Yeah, I think definitely a big part of that was just ByuL. He made so many Lings, and he was on like 32 drones, maybe like even 30 after that first 4 gate. And he was just very far behind from there, and it was kind of hard to get enough units out to really defend against the follow-up. But here in this game, we are going to have another Forge. We'll see if ByuL will commit to this.
Yeah, this one's actually a little bit more dangerous. I definitely think ByuL would throw down 4 drones. Now look at this probe just going to go home. He's like, yeah. What? Stats.
What did that say? Stats make it.
Oh, it's an online cheerful.
Online cheerful.
There you go. So you guys can submit them. Get some of that free loot in the form of pins.
Oh, yeah.
Fantastic.
I'd say you almost have to do it. It's like something you have to do. It's so easy that you have to do it.
If you don't do it, you don't like Starcraft.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
That's basically it.
You don't like pins? What?
Who doesn't like pins?
I love pins.
If I had 16 pins for all these players, I'd wear them every day.
All 16 pins on every shirt, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
I would pierce my body with them.
Let's not get too carried away here, man.
I'm serious, man. That's passion there, raw passion for the Star League. There we go. Pretty normal start for ByuL. He's not taking his third, though. Pretty late third. Deciding to go for queens and a couple of Lings before investing in that, which is pretty interesting to see. Pretty unusual, I guess, especially against a Forge expand like this.
Yeah. What do you think the idea is behind this? Just to get that creep really like far out?
It's just to get the injects out and running so he can start droning up hard, but it's still not going to be as efficient as having that third down a little bit sooner, so you can get a third queen after that too. Get creep spread a little bit further out for the third. Everything's just a little bit more productive with that extra hatchery.
Oh, I didn't actually realize those were his first 2 queens. I'm like...
You're fine.
My mind's all over the place.
You're fine, but yeah, we do see that third queen as well, so he is going to get that creep queen after all. Yeah. But it's just a different approach to it. It's not like it's a horrible idea either, because he's going to get a lot of drones out very quickly.
Yeah. I do like the extra queen, though, especially on this map. You want to link up the third and second bases pretty quickly, and if the Protoss can get, you know, in close in between your natural and your third, there can be some nasty fights that can happen with force fields. It's really just about getting that creep out and not letting him get too close to those bases.
Yeah, certainly so. It's also a bit of a smaller map, so aggression can come in the form of, you know, chrono boosted zealots early enough. So maybe getting the 2 base before that 3rd hatchery, you know, investing in some lings and some extra queens, it'll make things a little bit easier, give him a little bit more peace of mind. But let's see exactly what he plans. Maybe he's gonna do something a little bit different this time around. Maybe something roach related. I would love to see him go more roaches, simply because he got caught out pretty badly last game without that roach warren.
The micro is real. They're only losing 1 Zergling.
Yeah, that's actually a beautiful thing, Valdez.
3 more gates on the way. He's going to go up to 4 total. He's already getting out a lot of sentries, too. 4 gateway sentry. Could be some kind of drop, even.
Well, it could very well be. You know, it could just be gearing up for a 3rd base, just with a little bit of extra gateway power. But as we say that, 3 more gateways on the way.
He's talking to his coach. His coach is like, yeah, just do the same thing. It's Echo. You're fine.
Yeah, he's like, this guy's playing so greedy. Just keep all-letting him, and let's see it work out. But this time around, ByuL is going to go for roaches a little bit earlier. He's lining up the lair and the roach warren perfectly so he can't get roach speed or movement the moment it has finished up here. Will it be in time, though, is the question.
I do like the hallucinated War Prism. You know, I don't think ByuL is really going to overreact to that, but it can maybe throw him off here. Got to be careful. You got to save every single sentry for this kind of push.
Well, let's see what he does. He's shooting it now. It's taking too much damage, though, so he knows it's fake.
Also, he's got nothing in the main. I think he has a pretty good idea of what's going on.
Well, here we go. 3 spine crawlers going down, so he has read it. He has seen it with the lings. It's a lot of sentries coming his way.
This is going to be interesting because that 4-gate pressure didn't come down very early on in this game, but at the same time, ByuL has droned up pretty hard, already up to 59. It's really going to be up to, can he hold this off enough to let that economy power him through?
Yeah, 59 is a pretty good number. Ling speed about to finish, roach speed on the way, and Burrow half done. Burrow also going to be very important, as always, against this kind of composition. No Robo on the map, no Stargate, so there's no chance of detection.
Poking in here, stats. Guardian Shield coming up. Pretty nice force shield. He's only going to fight the units here on the right side. All those lings going down.
Yeah, a lot of lings going down. He got a couple of roaches as well, but these spine crawlers is in such an interesting position here.
Oh, those force shields. He's going to take so many of those roaches down here in the time warp.
Oh, but there's the burrow. It is finished up. He has to be on top of his burrow this time. He cannot be unburrowing when the time is wrong. Otherwise, he just loses all his units, and that'll be it.
It's pretty huge for ByuL right now. He keeps a lot of these roaches alive. He's burrowing the weakened ones here. So more force shields get down here on the top of the natural ramp, but more warpins coming in.
Oh, this is a perfect defense from ByuL this time around. It's not out of the woods yet. There's still a lot of warpins coming in, a lot more stalkers. Loses a queen for nothing. Here we go.
Really just needs to keep his cool. A lot of roaches are out at this point. The mothership core goes down, and the roaches are pushing forward. Is there just too much Protoss? Pretty close right now in this fight.
GG.
GG.
ByuL holds. A pretty flawless hold at that. He knew he figured out exactly what's going on. He did make that roach run at a perfect time. Burrow completes when necessary. Everything was figured out. He had
Really
the
nice.
download.
Really nice. And stats looking more frustrated than ever. Well, we're going to have ByuL move on to the winner's match after this, and stats go down. He has to face either Maru or Zest.
Yeah, that is kind of a horrible situation to be in. I don't think it's going to be Maru. Maru's TVP is ridiculous still. You know, the one fear that I think Maru has in this group is ByuL. His TVZ has been very weak of late. It's by far his weakest matchup. So that's like the scary thing for Maru going into the winners if he gets there. And obviously the bad thing for Stats and Zest is that they will be knocking each other out.
Yeah. I think that definitely could come to fruition here. 2KT